My name's Ed Newton-Rex. I'm a choral composer, mostly. I've been writing choral music really for as long as I can remember. I've sung in choirs from the age of 7, I think, when I was a chorister at King's in Cambridge. Loved it so much that I went back as a choral scholar, and that's really when I started writing more formally for choir. I do all my writing at the piano. Like many choral composers nowadays, I love a good cluster chord. Nothing too simple in the way it sounds. Honestly, I think like a lot of composers, I write the kind of music that I want to hear. Yeah, I've written a bunch of pieces that are out on Boozy and Hawks, several for weddings and for other kind of other occasions in one's life. So I Stand in the Library is a piece I'm really excited about. I wanted to take a kind of different approach to composing, one that would sort of incorporate artificial intelligence in a way. I've been involved in the world of artificial intelligence for 13 years or so. I'm really interested in how creators can bring this technology into their work in a way that sort of combines the best of human creativity with, what I guess we would call machine creativity. So last year, GPT-3, which was the sort of precursor to ChatGPT, which you may have heard of, which is this amazing text generation system, came out, and I got early access to this system, and I thought it'd be really interesting to see how it did at generating poetry. And I really didn't give it much information. I said, write a poem about music and solitude. And what it came up with was kind of fascinating. I mean, it's definitely not the best poetry you've ever heard, but it really is sort of really interesting in the way it's put together and in the kinds of ideas that it gets in. And I'll actually read a bit to you. I've got it here. The first stanza starts, I stand in the library where a voice soars, and I am taken back to my childhood, to the days when I first heard the sound of the piano. I was too young to understand the meaning of the words I was singing, yet the sound of the music was in me, and I was moved by the purity of that sound. And over the course of a few days, I kind of assembled this 7-stanza text that I was really happy with. As I was starting to conceive of this idea of writing a choral piece with an AI-generated text, I kind of took as a model Britten's Rejoice in the Lamb, which had really appealed to me when I was a chorister. I ended up writing a longish piece that's in several different sections with a couple of solos in the middle. There's a soprano solo, there's a tenor solo. Just musically speaking, it's a style that I've been becoming kind of more and more partial to in my writing for piano and voice, which I think is a little underserved in the repertoire. Yeah, it was great to write, and I really hope that people like it.